I met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face and the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and then another 7 trying to keep him locked up because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
Oh, man. Hi, I'm Marcus Lamb. I'm currently working on the program for digital cinematography, and you must be wondering why I'm in this creepy garage that I'm in now. Well, I'm about to show you the evolution of atmosphere in horror movies. Let's start with the beginning. 1929 with Nosferatu and its creepy atmosphere that it entailed with its visuals. It's one of the earlier silent film movies that really captured the scary atmosphere of being stalked by a vampire, so to speak. And the visual images of it, with the most iconic being that of the shadow going across the wall, really entailed the creepiness of this movie. So as we leave the silent era and move into more of the talkative era of the Universal monsters, the most famous monsters in all of cinema, we have Dracula, Wolfman, the Frankenstein monster, not Frankenstein because that was the doctor, and the Mummy, and so much more. They created iconic scenes of atmosphere, once again without color, but this time it was added with music to really intensify the scene, to really grab your attention and bring you into that scene. And then when the scare happens, it grabs you. And that's what atmosphere in horror movies is about. So now we go into the atmosphere of slasher movies from the 70s and 80s. And what better place than, to me, my honest opinion, that epitomizes atmosphere the right way in a horror movie is John Carpenter's Halloween. John Carpenter's Halloween came out in 1978, and it wasn't a blockbuster hit at first, but it slowly started catching on. And I believe it's because of how he made the camera feel like a person, and how he perfectly used music to create an atmosphere of the person being stalked. You felt like you was Laurie Strode. You felt like you was getting stalked by the Shape, as he would be later called. The atmosphere in this movie is fantastic. I love it. It is the best example of how to do atmosphere right. Example was the very first clip I showed in this video, where Dr. Loomis is discussing Michael Myers with the sheriff, and he tells him, it starts off real slow, kind of have an echo in the background, and then you kind of get real quiet, drops dead, and now you're like, okay, what's gonna happen? And then you start hearing that little bit of the Halloween theme going on in the background, as he starts to describe what he saw in Michael's eyes, and it picks up the pace even more and more and more. And before I go, I want to show you this last little clip from Halloween about how great atmosphere can really be in horror movies if used correctly. So again, this is Marcus Lamb. I want to thank everybody for watching my stuff. I hope you guys like it. Thank you very much.